Good evening, and welcome to the regular board meeting on Monday, May 19th, 2025 of the School District of Springfield Township. But make no mistake, this is no regular meeting. This is our annual celebration of achievement of our musical students and musical departments here in Springfield Township. So I'm so excited to see so many students and community members here at the meeting tonight. Let's please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For a reading of the mission statement, I'll turn to Ms. Hubley.
Thank you, Mr. Bedard. The mission of the School District of Springfield Township is to educate and develop all students as learners and citizens who are high achieving, resilient, and responsible in a changing global community.
One announcement before we get to roll call, just a reminder that tomorrow is primary day for the elections, which is why we're meeting on Monday night, which is not regular at either. So just take the opportunity tomorrow to live out your opportunity as an American citizen and let your voice be heard in the primary. All right, let's do roll call. That's great.
Dr. Everly.
Here.
Mrs. Bell.
Here.
Mr. DeFranco.
Here.
Mrs. Hubley.
Here.
Mrs. Hughes.
Here.
Mr. Jordan. Mr. Needleman. Dr. Taratusky. Mr. Bedard.
Here. And just one more announcement. The board at its discretion may videotape all or any portion of public board meetings subject to the limitations set forth in policy 006 meetings. Board meetings will be broadcast on Friday afternoon following each board meeting. Our esteemed superintendent, Dr. Mary Jo Yannicone, was in Hershey, PA today, presenting on artificial intelligence and the impact on our education. You can be assured that your leadership here at Springfield Township is on the cutting edge of education and the impacts of AI. So excited that she is here virtually so we can continue to be on the cutting edge. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Yannicone for the superintendent report.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bedard. It's my pleasure to be able to join everyone virtually today. I'm also want to thank Dr. Megan Markle and Mrs. Courtney Mack, who presented with me this afternoon. We're all very excited to have been invited to present on Springfield Township's advancements in the use of artificial intelligence in education to this statewide group of women educators. I want to begin, though, by saying that tonight is the last meeting of the year for Sophia Gotti, our student representative to the school board. We have flowers, Sophia, and a certificate of appreciation for you. Sophia has been an outstanding leader this year. She's participated in the Superintendent's Advisory Council on a monthly basis, along with our board committee representatives, who will also all receive certificates of appreciation in the coming weeks. Sophia, thank you for your commitment and well-prepared readiness for every meeting this year. Over the next few weeks, the high school administration will be inviting current sophomores interested in representing their community to apply for roles on our committees and at the board table. So we look forward to introducing those new students to you in late August. But tonight, once again, I want to thank Sophia for all of her hard work. And Mr. Bedard, I believe you have the flowers and the certificate to present to Sophia.
They have been presented. We may now applaud.
All right. My second announcement in tonight's report is that for the 12th year in a row, the School District of Springfield Township has been honored with the Best Communities for Music Education designation from the National Association of Music Merchants Foundation for its outstanding commitment to music education. We are very excited to have this milestone achievement shared with our entire community. And tonight of all nights is the perfect night to have this recognition newly announced. The NAM Foundation is a nonprofit supported in part by the National Association of Music Merchants, and it's approximately 10,300 members around the world. The foundation advances active participation in music making across the lifespan by supporting scientific research, philanthropic giving, and public service programs. And I'll be very excited to share a little bit more information about our music program for our spotlight in just a few moments. So thank you and congratulations to all the families present there this evening, to our music education staff, and to all the many students across the district who actively participate in our music programs K through 12. As Mr. Bedard mentioned, tomorrow is primary day, and so just a reminder that all schools in the district will be closed tomorrow. We'll be back in business on Wednesday. I want to share in relation to our most recent NAMM recognition that I had the pleasure last week of attending 2 Erdenheim concerts and the high school concert, and I look forward to attending the middle school concert on the 27th, also in the high school auditorium. The concerts were outstanding. The depth and breadth of music that was performed, the commitment of our students, and the expertise of our administrators and our music educators was evident throughout all of the concerts. And in addition to that, I was able to attend 2 art shows last week, one for the high school, as well as one at Erdenheim, which was a return from our EEHSP to an art show. And they were just beautiful. I bid on some artwork that I did not win at the high school, but I did purchase a beautiful piece of art from a 3rd grade student at the EEHSP event on Friday night. So grateful to all of our art teachers and music educators and all of our community members who support the arts in Springfield Township. And finally, as far as announcements go, I want to recognize that on Thursday of this week, our high school First Responders Club will be hosting a recognition showcase and luncheon for all of our regional first responders from 10:30 to 12:30 in the high school courtyard. We are very grateful to every person who serves our community in this way, and we look forward to honoring you on Thursday at the high school. With regard to agenda items, I just want to point out under Human Resources, you'll see some updated contracts for next year with several of the organizations with whom we contract annually. You'll see our treasurer, Dan Coleman, renewed for next year, and you'll also see our personnel agenda as usual. Under finance, you're going to see a series of annual renewals. Ms. Green would be happy to answer any questions, but these are no changes from year to year, but these are our annual renewals. And then under property, you'll note a new scoreboard to be ordered for the high school blue gym, the main gym at the high school. Our scoreboard is aging rapidly and definitely needs a refresh. And so we're looking forward to having that in place for the start of the volleyball season in mid-August. And so now I'd like to turn to our spotlight, which is music recognition. And again, I want to thank all of our educators in attendance this evening and all of our families who are here to celebrate the success of the music programs throughout our schools. I'm going to introduce Mr. Gottesman, who I know has much to share about the success of our programs. And I know Mr. Gottesman will be introducing his colleagues to share successes at our middle and elementary schools. And I believe Dr. Johnson has provided all of the certificates so that all of our students can receive those certificates this evening when you go out to take your group photos following this presentation. So Mr. Gottesman, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hello there. Thank you, Dr. Yannicone, and to everyone in attendance tonight. I want to welcome you to the most popular school board meeting of the entire year. I'm excited that we have so many wonderful music students to honor and this great 12th recognition from the National Association of Music Merchants. So as Dr. Yannicone mentioned, we're going to provide each student with a certificate from our school board and from our music staff tonight. But in the interest of time, we're going to read the names on the certificates, ask you to step out or stand up and be recognized, and then we'll save our applause for the end of each group, and then we'll hand you your certificate outside when we take our picture. I think that should make the meeting go a little bit smoother and get on to business a little bit quicker. So this year we had so many students participating in festivals and in sort of extra Springfield stuff. in music. So we're here tonight to recognize the extra effort of those wonderful students. And I'm going to start at our most elementary level. We'll start with the Strings Fest, I think, with Miss Charawati. Nothing from Miss Charawati. So we're not going to start with that. But please, let's give Miss Charawati an outstanding round of applause as our elementary strings teacher. Okay, so let me think about this. That means we're going to our next level, which would be Elementary Band Fest. So allow me to introduce Dr. Robert Benton, and he will present the names of our participants.
Good evening. The following students participated in PMEA Elementary Band Fest this year. So if you're standing, just wave, or if you're sitting, stand up. Parker Fox, Isabel Bennett, Finn Bishop, Samuel Martin, Sammy Hughes, Braden Thorell. And that is all of our students. Give them a nice round of applause, please. Next, I'll turn it over to Mr. Tyler Gibson to present his awards for Elementary Songfest.
Hello. Elementary Songfest is super cool. It's a festival that brings together 4th, 5th, and 6th grade singers from Bucks and Montgomery County. And it was extra great this year because we got to host at our very own high school. So what that means is the festival took place at our high school. I got to pick the conductor, who did a great job. And I sent a lot of emails, which was great. But it's about our students here. So same. If your name is called, you can stand, you can wave, you can salute, whatever feels good to you. Matilda Agnew. Ava Brooks. Grayson Bukovkin. Ryan DeFreitas. Emma Devine. Kaylee Giardo. Tommy Giordano. Libby Gustafson. Lily Kelbel. Lydia Kriska. Samuel Martin, round 2. Nice job, Sam. Chloe Neely Santoro. Elena Ramos Phillips. And Eve Snyder. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn it over to, I'll accept the crowds. I'm going to turn it over to Matt Barlow from our middle school.
Good evening. The following students participated with Dr. Benton's students at Elementary Band Fest, a 5th and 6th grade ensemble. Stefania Albanese, Carter Malora. Carter's in the back over there. Hi, Carter. Nicholas D'Amico. Thank you, Dr. Benton. Callie Mathers. Grant Cooper. Ronan Covelli. Joshua Breslin. I'm so sorry. I forgot to say the name of the group that these very talented students were a part of. The first 6 of them were part of Elementary Band Fest. Right now, I'm reading names for kids involved in middle school Montco Band, a 7th and 8th grade honors ensemble. Connor Corcoran, William Dant, Amelia DeFranco, Ashwin Hager, Alex Hernandez, Charles Coons, Nathaniel Lacey, Abigail Laurie, Elisa Lutz, Lucia Martin. I saw Lucy back there. Ella Morningstar, Kieran Reeves, Roberto Rivera, Sam Ryan, Adam Schofield. My students don't, they're shy about standing. It's okay. Annalise Smith, Audrey Snyder. Thank you, Audrey. Daniel Straub, Charlotte Sussman, Anna Vasquez, Maddie Wilson, Is Zender, and Sophia Zender. And that is all of the middle school band kids in festivals this year. Thank you so much. Andrew Puntel, middle school choir director, couldn't be here today, but as I understand, Mrs. Benton is going to present on his behalf. Amy Benton.
Good evening. I'll be reading the names of the students who participated in Songfest at the middle school level. So students who are in 6th grade participated in Elementary Songfest, which is 4th, 5th, and 6th. And students who are in 7th and 8th grade, as well as some 9th graders from the high school, participated in Junior High Songfest. We have Amanda Aboud, Jasper Kaur, Samaria Lewis L., Henry Carbone, Elise Lackman, Rain Barth, Amelia DeFranco, Aubrey Murphy, Connor Clock, Tyler Morningstar, Anaya Bustos, Callahan Quinn, Amelia Sign, Gabriel Coco, there's a second folder here. Lily Aaron, Natalie Bishop, Isla Brooks, Grant Harmon, Abigail Kassar, Austin Dulick, Molly Ferguson, Isabel Gallagher,
Stephen Mokichik.
thank you, and Zoe Washington. And while I'm up here, I'll also present the choral students from the high school. So we had several different festivals happening. As I mentioned, we had some ninth grade students who will be recognized in a moment. And when I call your name, you can please stand or wave. And those ninth graders participated in the Junior High Song Fest. This year was hosted at Colonial Middle School. And then we also had some students participate in PMEA District 11, which, like Mr. Gibson said, is all of Bucks and Montgomery County. We had students participate in district choir. We had students participate in region choir, and we had students participate in all state choir. So when I call your name, please give a wave or stand. Isaac Darga. So while he's standing, I'm going to embarrass him for a minute. So Isaac represented us very well this year. He had a really great year of festivals. He participated in districts, regions, and all state. So he made it all the way to the state level, and he represented Springfield Township High School. Not only that, he was also recognized through his Commonwealth Youth Choir as a representative for the ACDA, which is the American Choral Directors Association National Honor Choir. So Isaac has had a phenomenal year, and I would love to just give him a round of applause for all he's done. All right. You could sit now. Sean Powell also had a fantastic year, and he represented us in districts and region choir. And region choir is Region 6, which is all of Bucks, Montgomery, Delaware, Chester, and Philadelphia counties. So Isaac and Sean both represented us really well this year, and we could give Sean a round of applause as well. I have several more with Isaac's name on it and Sean's name on it, so I'll give them to you outside. All right, and now for our Junior High Song Fest, Abby Hay, Peyton Joy, Anna McLaughlin, Avery Remus, and last but not least, Abby Baskin. And that concludes our high school choral students. Thank you. And finally, Mr. Gottesman will present our high school band students.
Thank you, Mrs. Benton. The first students that I will introduce participated in our high school Montco Band Festival, which took place at Abington High School during the first week of February. Now, of course, I had to be different, Dr. Benton. My certificates are in score order, not alphabetical order. So you're going to have to guess who's next. It starts with the flutes. Ella Di Pasquale, Sienna DePaul, and oboist Lillian Martin, clarinetist Jocelyn Clark, and Isabella Nguyen, and Ella Walsh, saxophonist Josephine Kling, and Elliot Midda, and actually tenor saxophonist at this event, Jordana Albanese, and baritone saxophonist Emma Toombs, and trumpeter Madeline Decker, and Eva Nam, and hornist Stella Protowski. I think you played trumpet at this festival too, if I recall. And French hornist Eliana Dahlgren, and William Toombs, trombonist Keegan Hurley, and tubist Liam Baskin. And into our bass section, Grace Bell, and percussion, Ruby Broussard, and Owen Chabinsky. And I believe that's all of our Montco Band participants. Thank you, Montco Band. As Mrs. Benton mentioned, the PMEA festivals, we had 2 students who qualified for PMEA District Band this year. The festival was absolutely excellent, and it was hosted at Wissahickon High School this year. We have 2 students to acknowledge. Jordana Albanese, and Stella Pratowski. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Thank you. So I think that's the end of the certificates. Yes, crew? So Alyssa, why don't you come up and join the music department for this wonderful occasion. Next, it gives me great pleasure to introduce from Zeswitz Music, Mr. Tom Kelly, and he represents the NAM Foundation that presented us with this outstanding 12th recognition as one of the best communities for music education in the United States. So, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Gottesman. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Yannicone, can she see me if I wave? Okay, great. Mr. Bedard, members of the board, the staff, as well as the parents and students that are here tonight. I'm honored to be here. Number 12, that is the most. I've done this a lot, working in the music industry for 42 years, but you've topped the numbers at 12. So I'm honored to be here. I don't come before you as a music educator from Zeswitz Music. I come to you as a representative of the NAM Foundation. For the newbies that are here tonight, give you a little scope about what this involves and where this particular accolade came about. The NAM Foundation 24 years ago started an opportunity for school districts throughout the country to apply for the best communities for music education. Now, there's 14,000 plus school districts in the country. Springfield Township is one of 935 that actually applied, and Mr. Gottesman will tell you that it's not an easy task, and got this particular accolade. The application process is rather lengthy. It's 35 pages in length. It goes into essay questions about performance opportunities, instructional areas, the staffing, the support that the community as well as the administration gives these outstanding teachers. And I'll give I got a shout out to the staff here. I work with them as the education representative from Zeswitz on a weekly basis. They are tireless in making sure that the students here at Springfield Township get what they need. They have it going on. Years ago, there was no string program here in Springfield Township. Ms. Chirawati, I'm sorry, you're on this side. Dedicated individual and driven by Dr. Yannicone to have string here in Springfield Township. So we are in year number 2, and we're looking forward to year number 3 going forward. But it's things like that. That's the support that the community is getting here. And again, they work so tirelessly. I see it every day. It's nonstop text messages at 9 o'clock at night, emails at 10:30 p.m. And I'm going, well, doesn't anybody have a life? No, we're musicians, right? We don't have a life. It is what it is. But the application process, like I said, it's outsourced. It's not just apply and you get it. The University of Kansas goes through all the applications. They were delayed a little bit this year. That's why we're having this meeting so late in the year. But I'm honored to be here. Thank you, parents, that are the undying support of your child to be involved in music. Studies show that students that are involved in music in some way, shape, or form are smarter. So congratulations, you're making your child to be a smart individual. I'm honored to be here tonight. I thank you very much on year number 12. Let's make it year number 13 next year. So congratulations, School District of Springfield Township. I do have a little plaque here that maybe we'll take a photo up. We congratulate you, School District of Springfield Township, for outstanding support of music education, enriching the lives of children, and advancing student achievement. So on behalf of the NAM Foundation, congratulations.
Can we do it with her? Wouldn't that be great?
Thank you very much. You're very welcome, Mr. Bedard. My pleasure. Squeeze in.
Where are we looking?
Awesome. My pleasure. Photo op.
I want to congratulate everyone. Sorry, I feel like a little bit like the voice of Oz right now because I can see my pictures behind the screen. But I want to say thank you to Zeswitz for all of your support of our music programs, making sure that every child who wants to participate has access to an instrument. I want to make sure that I thank all the members of our music staff who are truly overwhelmingly dedicated, committed to our students, and take the time to really get to know them as individuals. I want to thank all of our families who arrive early for morning rehearsals, come late for those late rehearsals, and do everything that you can to support your child's music education. And we do know that that yields tremendous benefits academically, socially, personally, long term. So we're going to continue to be a district that is committed to music education. And with that, I'm going to offer to Mr. Gottesman and his team the opportunity to go outside in the beautiful sunshine and take some great photos. Dr. Johnston will assist you with that so that we can share those with all of the community. And with that, Mr. Bedard, I close my report for this evening. Thank you.
Before we continue, on behalf of the music department, I want to thank the school board for their tireless support and everyone in the Springfield community. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that our own Dr. Yannicone was selected as the superintendent of the year by the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association for her tireless efforts. So I think we need to offer Dr. Yannicone just one more rousing round of applause. Thank you.
And on behalf of the board, congratulations to all of our student musicians, and thank you for all your dedication and for what you put into your art actually benefits us as a school community in so many ways. So thanks for all the hours of hard work that you've put in and for representing our school more broadly in the community. Really excited for you and all that you've done for the district. Congratulations. And as Dr. Yannicone said, why don't everyone feel free to step outside and take some great pictures. If anyone wants to stick around for the business of the meeting, you can come back in. We'll be here. But congrats, everyone. For those online, we'll just give the crowd a moment to disperse. All right, thank you for those online and tuning in, for giving us a minute to allow our music crew to exit the building. There's about 140 students and family members here, so that was pretty awesome to see that group in this room, and it's quite warm in this room. I will say that we're not used to that. I'm not used to that. All right, so next up, since we've concluded our Spartan Spotlight, we've gotten our superintendent report. We're going to move on to our reports and information. And first up, we have our homeschool partnership update from Ms. Christia Donahue.
Thank you. Good evening. Hard to believe this is the last meeting of the year. This has been a very, very busy year for EEHSP, one we are all very proud of on our board. And not least of all was our last weekend that we hosted our Art May event, our art show, which was the first art show at Erdenheim that we were really, really proud to partner with Mrs. Forjohn on, and students were able to come and enjoy the show and see a piece of their art framed, as well as we had a fun selfie wall and refreshments, and a lot of, I think over 200 students took home their art, which was wonderful that they can now hang on their wall. And then we also had our carnival on Sunday, which was another record-breaking event. Thousands, I don't have the exact number, but we had thousands of students participate, hundreds of volunteers. We are anticipating making around $20,000 from that event. So huge kudos to our chair, Jonathan Bykowski, who leads that for us every year. And it's just a really, really wonderful community event. We're able to invite incoming kindergartners and we see some preschoolers there and to kind of get a taste of their future here in Springfield. So it's a really wonderful experience. I just wanted to kind of do a quick overview of our highlights of the year. We were able to add 2 new programs this year, the Ruby Bridges Walk to School Day, which we were really, really proud to partner with the Multicultural Parents Association on that, as well as this Arteme show later in the year. We have been able to give around $28,000 year to date, with more coming in every day in grants to our staff and the grade levels for their events and for their field trips. Some of the highlights were that we funded the field trips and assemblies to the 5th grade Museum of the Revolution, the second grade African Drumline Masterclass and School Assembly, the 4th grade's trip to the Woodmere Art Museum, the kindergarten school's Royal Ball to support their new CKLA curriculum, and books and t-shirts to the Reading Olympics team, and much more, but those were some of our highlights. I just wanted to also call out our work with, that was a priority of ours this year, to partner with our social work team and with our Spartans Care Fund, which is a direct budget line item to support our families in need in the district. We provided over 77 students with money to shop our book fair. We gave out 52 Color Day shirts this year. We just gave 46 super wristbands to the carnival for students in need. We were able to support 20 students and their parents to attend the Harlem Wizards game. And we just gave about 14 pieces of the art from Arteme to families in need that our art teacher and social worker identified as wanting that for their walls of their homes. We're really proud that every grade had a family fun night. We have our next one and our last one coming up this Thursday for the 1st graders. They're going to have a bubble magic show. So that's exciting. And let's see. We've sold over 800 Color Day shirts to date with our 2 Color Day. Yeah, move over Jeff Bezos. We run a little operation now out of someone's home, actually. So yep, and counting. We have our Color Day this Thursday and next Thursday. So congratulations to the student designers of our t-shirt contest every year. So we've had a really amazing year. We actually just had our board elections for next year. There's several of us who are ending our 2-year term limits. And thankfully, in the past, there hasn't necessarily been people to take the roles. So some of us have stayed, but we had a lot of interest. So we're really excited to welcome new board members to our board, and we're going to be transitioning them. So EEHSP will continue long into the future with all the great work that the organization does. I think that's it.
On behalf of the board, Ms. Donahue, what an incredible year for the Homeschool Partnership. And I think I don't know the right words, but the work that your team does, and even bringing in student leaders and student participants, like designing the t-shirts and really participating, it has a massive impact on the community, the school community, and the connection between our students, parents, and the district. And so you've made a really material impact this year, and we're very proud of you. And if there's anything we can do in the future to continue to support Homeschool Partnership, you can lean on the board.
Thank you. Definitely.
Any other comments or questions from board members?
And I have a little bit of spirit wear swag to pass out to all of you, if I can. Am I allowed to approach, or is that not?
You may approach.
Just a little keychain, it's not worth value.
We have to update all of our financial disclosures now.
Just ring.
All right, thank you again, Ms. Donahue, and for the homeschool partnership team. Awesome update. Speaking of awesome, we are going to turn it over to Ms. Sophia Gotti, her final update for the voice of the student. And before you go, Sophia, I just wanted to, again, thank you for dedicating so much time and energy. To say that you've come prepared is an understatement. There's so much happening in the student life around the district campus. And I know you've come to us and shared what's happening, but I know you also take the voice of the board and what happens at these meetings, as exciting as they are, and bring that back to the students as well. So thank you for your dedication to your tenure here this year. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm so appreciative of this opportunity. I mean, it's such a privilege to have a board that's this like open and like will accept student voice like this. It's unique and it's a privilege, and I'm really appreciative of everything you guys did for me. That being said, thank you again. I'm gonna start my report. So over at Enfield, to honor Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, resources have been shared to promote awareness, inclusivity, and appreciation. Kindergarten students also recently had a hands-on learning experience with members of our Public Works Department as part of their Community Helpers Unit. Students were excited to explore the vehicles, tools, and responsibilities of these professionals and asked thoughtful questions about how they help our town run smoothly. Enfield hosted a school-wide assembly featuring rhythm cushion and engaging percussion group that brought music and movement to life. Prior, the second grade drumline had the special opportunity to participate in a collaborative workshop with the in an energetic performance for the entire school. Additionally, 8th grade Amelia DeFranco included Enfield in her Girl Scouts Silver Award project. Also, as you've heard, the EEHSP Spring Carnival was a resounding success, bringing together students, families, and staff for an evening of fun, games, and school spirit. On May 21st, Enfield students will proudly participate in the Special Olympics. Enfield is excited to cheer on their student athletes as they engage in inclusive, supportive athletic events. The second grade parade will take place on June 9th. It will start at 9:30 a.m. and welcome families to attend this event. More details will be in the staff newsletter. Now for Erdenheim. They held their annual third grade transition night for second grade families. This allows families to learn about their students' transition from Enfield to Erdenheim. Some current third graders families. And Erdenheim wrapped up their 2025 PSSA testing. On May 12th and 13th, they held their spring concerts at the high school. And fifth graders traveled to Citizens Bank Park for their annual trip to see the Philadelphia Phillies. This week, the fifth graders are also prepping for the upcoming Wax Museum, where they have the opportunity to showcase a career that they would like to pursue in the future. Finally, they are gearing up for their annual color day at the Spartan Stadium this week. Over at the middle school, the sixth grade just completed a community service activity. The grade level gathered over 250 donation items for the Laurel House. To celebrate this collection, the middle school orchestrated a sixth grade homeroom volleyball tournament. Also, in less exciting news, Algebra 1 Keystones are next week, and 8th graders went to the Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. last week. As for the high school the Festival of the Arts was a massive success, with students receiving annual awards for disciplines like painting, drawing, photography, and more. The yearbook is also now on sale after a year's worth of students' work in the Retina Yearbook Club. Students have finished most standardized testing for the year and now look forward to final exams. And finally, the seniors' last day is Friday, and senior activities are in full swing as they commemorate their time in Springfield. So that is my final report for you guys. Again, I really appreciate everything this year. It was so transformative for me, and this experience was very unique. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any comments or questions from the board? Yeah.
Normally clap.
We can do that. Awesome. All right, for public comments on agenda items, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. DeFranco.
So we're going to do the public comments on agenda items. We don't have anybody signed up ahead of time from in the room. I'm looking for hands in the room. I'm not seeing any. So we'll give a couple minutes and look online. I see a couple attendees online, and go ahead and raise your digital hand if you would like to make a public comment on agenda items. I'm not seeing any hands.
All right, thank you, Mr. DeFranco. We'll move into the business of the meeting. First up is some simple ones, approval of minutes. The recommended action, the Board of School Directors approves the board minutes from April 22nd, 2025, regular board meeting. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And I don't know why anyone would abstain from the minutes, but abstentions? None. Minutes will pass. Next, approval of the treasurer's report. The recommended action. Board of School Directors approves the month ended April 30th, 2025 treasurer's report per the file attachment, April treasurer's report final. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second.
Okay.
Any comments or questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? That will pass. Okay, we'll move into human resources. First up is personnel. The recommended action for today's meeting. The Board of School Directors approves the following personnel as presented in the attachment: administrative, certified, support, confidential, certified, which was written twice, and that's why I read it twice. Support personnel, temporary personnel, extra pay for extra responsibilities for 2024 and 2025, and conference workshop attendance. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions on personnel? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And any abstentions? Personnel file is good to go. Our next recommended action under HR is for pediatric therapeutic services. The Board of School Directors approves the updated contract with Pediatric Therapeutic Services to update rates of pay for related services, for related service support effective July 1st, 2025. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions on PTS renewal? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? Okay, that will pass. Next, the reappointment of treasurer, the recommended action. The Board of School Directors approves the appointment of Daniel Coleman as board treasurer for the period of July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And any abstentions? That will pass. Next, the reappointment of board secretary, the recommended action this evening. The Board of School Directors approves the reappointment of Ms. Kara A. Green as the school board secretary for the term beginning July 1st, 2025 and ending June 30th, 2029. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions? Okay. Hopefully this isn't awkward with Ms. Green sitting right here for the votes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And any abstentions? Very good. That will pass. Congratulations, Ms. Green. Next, Kelly Services Incorporated. The recommended action this evening, the Board of School Directors approves the Exhibit A pricing with Kelly Services Incorporated to update rates of pay for as-needed substitute staffing effective July 1st, 2025. Is there a motion? Thank you. And a second. Any comments or questions on our new? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And any abstentions? Okay, that will pass. Nothing this evening for academic affairs. We'll move into our finance items. Up is our annual designation of depositories. The recommended action. The Board of School Directors approves the following depositories for the 2025-2026 school year. The Pennsylvania Local Government Investment Trust, PLGIT. The Pennsylvania School District Liquid Asset Fund, PSDLAF. Wells Fargo, PNC Bank, TD Bank, Santander Bank. Is there a motion? Thank you. And a second. Any comments or questions on our depositories? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And any abstentions? Hearing none, that will pass. Next, cooperative purchasing. The recommended action on this evening. The Board of School Directors authorizes participation in the following joint purchasing programs to make joint purchases of material, supplies, and equipment for 2025 and 2026. The Association of Educational Purchasing Agencies. Next, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of General Service Contracts, or COSTARS. Next, Keystone Purchasing Network, or KPN. Montgomery County Intermediate Unit Joint Purchasing Consortium, Sourcewell. The National Buy Board Cooperative Purchasing. The National Cooperative Purchasing Alliance, or NCPA. The Pennsylvania Capital City Automotive and Equipment Contract, or PAC. The Pennsylvania Educational Purchasing Program, or PEPPM. The Southeastern Pennsylvania Buying Group, or SEPA. The Cooperative Purchasing Network, known as TCPN. The Interlocal Purchasing System, known as TIPS. The U.S. Communities. And finally, U.S. General Services Administration Cooperative Purchasing. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions or explanation of those acronyms?
I actually am scratching my head here. I've always wondered about CoStars and I've just never asked, and I've also never looked it up online, even though it's simple, but it obviously doesn't match Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of General Services. Does anyone know? Or do we just need to look it up? Okay, speaking out loud. I'll look it up later.
That is a curiosity. Any other comments or questions? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And any abstentions? All right, that will pass. Next, a very special one, the acceptance of a donation from the Giant Company. Recommended action. The Board of School Directors accepts the donation from the Giant Company to support the district's food service program in the amount of $7,638.05. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions on this kind donation from Giant? I will add on behalf of the board a special thank you. Giant has continued to demonstrate their commitment to the local community with this annual donation and promotion that they do in their stores. And it's a meaningful contribution to our food service program. So on behalf of the board, thank you to the Giant Company. All right. All those in favor of accepting this donation of $7,638, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And any abstentions? All right, we accept the donation. Thank you. Next, our 2025 and 2026 tuition rates for the school district. Recommended action. The Board of School Directors approves the following non-resident tuition rates for the 2025-2026 school year as determined by the 2023-2024 annual financial report data and calculations approved by the Pennsylvania Department of Education. Grades K through 6, or our elementary program, $17,921.40 annually, or $99.56 per day. Grades 7 through 12, secondary, $18,342.36 annually, or $101.90 daily. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions on the tuition rates?
I do. I have a obligatory question, just for a reminder as to how this works. Can we just use this to bring anybody into the school, or is it?
Dr. Yannicone, are you able to address the tuition program?
Yes, we do not have tuition students in the district. However, if someone were to falsify residency information, and then we would charge them back for theft of services, this is the rate at which we would charge them per day. If you're asking around how is it calculated, Ms. Green can provide you a much better answer than me.
I wasn't asking that, but, well, no, you did answer my question, Dr. Yannicone, absolutely. But if there's a relatively
Thank you for the
straightforward
segue,
answer.
Dr. Yannicone. This is, the annual tuition rate is calculated based on the information that is provided to PDE on the district's annual financial report. So our last annual financial report was based on 23-24 expenditures. So based on that, the annual financial report identifies things broken up between elementary and secondary. So based upon our spend, there's a calculation done to determine the annual tuition rate based upon previous year spend at those levels, which is K6 and then 7-12.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The only other time we need that information is when we have non-resident students, like those children who live in foster care but are attending our school district. So when they stop being residents of our school district but are entitled under some regulation to continue to attend our school, we bill back their district of residence as a result of those agreements.
Thank you.
Very helpful context. Thank you, guys. Any other comments or questions? Okay, all those in favor of the 25-26 tuition rates, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And any abstentions? Okay, the tuition rates are good to go. Moving into our next section under policy, we do have one update for policy 234. The recommended action here is the Board of School Directors approves the second reading of the revised policy 234, pregnant, parenting, and married students, per the attachment. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions on the updated policy? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And any abstentions? All right, policy will be updated. Moving into property, we have one contract for Nevco Sports. And the recommended action here. The Board of School Directors approves Nevco Sports LLC to replace and install the high school Navy gyms. The high school Navy gym, all right, that is the designation of the gym itself. It is a Navy gym. To update the scoreboards, not to exceed a total cost of $37,728.20 under a CoStarz contract number 014E23343. Is there a motion? Thank you. In a second. Any comments or questions? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. And any abstentions? All right, we'll have a new scoreboard in the Navy gym. And that actually concludes our business content, and we'll move to public comments on non-agenda items, and I'll turn it over again to Mr. DeFranco.
Thank you. So we'll do the non-agenda items. I'm looking at the sign up and there aren't any at this time. I'm looking for hands in the room and I don't see any. So we will give a couple brief moments here looking online. Just raise your digital hands. And just to fill in here, Mr. Wexler has informed me through Zoom that COSTAR stands for Cooperative Sourcing to Achieve Reductions in Spend according to Envirep. According to, thank you. I got it. According to, yeah. I do not see any hands raised at this time. So I think we are all set on non-agenda items.
Thank you. And Mr. DeFranco, adding an educational element to the public comment. Thank you for that.
I can't take credit. That was Mr. Wexler.
Mr. Wexler, thank you. All right, we do have announcements about future meeting dates, and these are important to get the details right because we have a change in venue. So for all of you tuned in, please pay attention. This is the moment. Our future board meeting dates. We have an interim board meeting scheduled for June 3rd, 2025. This will take place in the Springfield Township High School Library. Again, the high school library. This meeting will be hybrid as always, so you can tune in online, but if you want to be there in person, we will see you at the high school library. And our next regular board meeting is scheduled for June 17th, 2025, also at the high school library. Future committee meeting dates. We have academic affairs be meeting on Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. This is at 3:30 p.m. and this meeting is virtual only. We have property committee meeting on Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. This meeting is bright and early, 8 a.m. Also a virtual meeting. All meeting details can be found on the district website. And with that, I just want to again say thank you to Ms. Gotti for your contributions to the board this year. And congratulations to all of the music students, their families, and our teachers and administrators who so diligently support music and arts education here in Springfield Township. Any comments from board?
I'd actually like to make this really quick closing comment, which is several people know, but I just wanted to mention that our family experienced on March 7th, our roof caved in and our entire house was gutted and destroyed. And we had to, we've been just, displaced for the last 3 months. And so two things. One is I just wanted to thank my fellow board members for your grace over the last couple months. I know I haven't attended. And so I just wanted to go on public record of why I haven't been as active of a school board member. But also just to affirm Dr. Johnson, since Dr. Yannicone's not here, the experience of having to move through the school services to support my daughter. She was just here as one of the people who was honored for BandFest, and the way that the administration, social workers, and teachers have showed up for us. It's just been really affirming to go through that support process as a resident and parent. So I just wanted to go on record saying that.
It's very meaningful. Thank you for sharing that. Other comments?
Entrance, right? For somebody there when it's in. I mean, here I know we go in, the doors unlocked for our meeting, but it's high school, it's through the front doors.
Great question. To clarify, yes, for the future board meetings in the high school library, you enter through the main entrance. There's both handicapped accessibility as well as stairwell. You take a right, and that leads right to the library. And I think we're going to make sure there's signage, ample signage. Yeah. So main entrance to the high school.
We'll also have security to let people in.
And we will have security to make sure people get in. Awesome. Great. Any other comments? Dr. Yannicone, any comments?
Dr. Yannicone needed to excuse
Oh,
herself
very
and
good.
return to the conference this evening. So on her behalf, I thank everyone for their support of our eclectic approach this evening to both virtual and in person. And I appreciate all the support and thank you for having our music teams here today. Thank
Awesome.
you.
It's great having you sit in.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Thanks, everyone. We'll adjourn for the evening.